live at 5
It's Friday.
on Friday, 4th of November.
Rebecca Eichenberger's here from
Yeah.
Phantom.
She has the coolest role. She's Madame Jury.
Madame Jerry, former Carlotta. I'm gonna lower myself a little bit. Is the election over yet?
I'm so bored. And also, I can't vote. I pay tax.
So you just listen to all our
for
BS,
almost 7 years, and I can't vote. And I get the irony, Brit taxation, no representation. I get it's funny. It's not funny. I'm so over it.
Over it. It's the weekend though. It's the final weekend before the election. And is there any news?
Yeah.
Not that busy
Not
of a
that
day.
busy.
Not bad.
Bandstand has a theatre. It's moving into the Bernard B. Jacobs Theatre.
So it's really coming.
Which is where Colour Purple is. So Colour Purple announced it was closing, so it's slotting in there. This is what happens when you announce the closing of a show.
Somebody immediately jumps in.
Somebody immediately jumps in. It will begin previews on my birthday, March the 31st. I won't be here. Sheena Easton will headline 42nd Street in London beginning March
She's
the
back.
20th.
Sheena Easton. She's back.
That's going into the Theatre Royal Drury Lane after Charlie and the Chocolate Factory closes in January.
That's an enormous theatre.
It's a huge
42nd Street, huh?
Yeah.
Is there that much demand for tap dancing in London right now?
It would seem so.
Wow.
I mean...
And Sheena Easton, wasn't she in Man La Mancha? It's Man La Mancha, Michael Borowski, DJ, who probably spins some Sheena Easton sometime. Anyway, Phantom Publicist. Very famous Broadway fixture. Yeah, she was on Broadway, Man La Mancha, with Raul Julia a long time ago.
Okay, Rachel Bloom, Patti LuPone, Jaime Camille, and many more Broadway favourites for this Funny or Die election video. I mean...
She was here today.
Yes, she's...
Did you see her when she was here?
I didn't see her.
Yeah, she was here.
We have her biggest fan filming this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Caitlin. Norm Lewis has been enlisted for VH1's Daytime Divas.
What's
and
he
his
doing?
mum will be playing... Patti LaBelle will be playing his mum. Okay, so it's all based... Star Jones, who was on The View...
What is Daytime Divas?
It's based on Star Jones' book, which is basically like a fictionalized thing on The View, and it follows these co-hosts. And
Norm, it's like a scripted show. I thought it was like a reality show.
It's a scripted show. And Norm's going to be playing a doorman with Patti LaBelle as his mother. This sounds so camp.
What? That's so random.
I genuinely am actually slightly looking forward to this series. It sounds
This might be the greatest thing we've heard all week.
Yeah, no, it sounds ridiculous. Also,
another random news item.
This is all an odds and ends, by the way, for obvious reasons. Sister Sledge might be a musical.
Sheena Easton, Sister Sledge, Norm Lewis as a doorman.
And also an odds and ends day, The Life.
You know, that just shows a lot, though. On Broadway, you get to play the Phantom, like the greatest role ever, and on TV, doorman. But I'm sure it's a great role.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, he was a great Phantom.
He was a great Phantom.
Sister Sledge.
Sister Sledge musical. That's circling the West End.
London is a little random. I saw the Milli Vanilli musical in London.
There was a Milli Vanilli musical?
It wasn't really Milli, but it was about the songwriters. Remember? The Milli Vanilli songs were all in it.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called. Beth would know.
It's cheaper to produce shows in London.
Okay, that's
so
what it is.
that's why.
Sister Sledge, I'm into it.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, The Life, directed by Michael Blakemore.
This is good.
going to bow in the UK.
Cy Coleman's The Life, which is one of my favorite hooker musicals. One of the greatest hooker musicals there is. It's coming back.
It's going to London.
And Michael Blakemore, who directed it on Broadway, is a Brit.
He's going to be doing it in London.
He's doing it again.
And apparently he's reworked it.
I'm telling you, I see good things for this. I have a dream cast list for this if it comes over here.
I think you're going over to London to watch that and Amber Riley and Dreamgirls.
There's a lot of things.
And
there's the Wild Party.
And the Wild Party with Francis
With yesterday's Live at 5 guest, Francis Ruffell. There's a lot happening.
I can feel you're planning your trip already. And also not an end today, Leslie Odom Jr., his first Christmas album number is out.
He's churning out the music. Look at that.
He is. Lessons of the Week is up. Is it up? Yes, it is up.
I haven't read it yet.
No, I haven't either. But that's up. Will be fabulous as ever. Jennifer Blood's MySpace is live. From Matilda, who was a former Live at 5 guest.
Yeah.
One-on-One with Neverland's Kevin Kern is up. And I think there's
also a video going up from the Fun Home Tour, Changing My Major to Joan. You can check that out.
Okay.
Is that it?
Bye, everybody. Have a
lovely, exciting
weekend.
Plans? Do you want to share?
I'm packing because I'm going to London next week.
Oh, she's packing. All right. Thank you, Imogen.
Bye.
Rebecca Eichenberger, come on over here.
Oh, that's so cute. What do I look at?
You look right there.
Hi, everybody.
All the people out there in the dark. How you doing? Your hair is so good.
Thank you.
Is your hair always this good?
Well, you know. I do get it. Well, the pin curls under the wig of Madame Giry kind of help the flow. So
it's a very glamorous Madame Giry look.
But I worked with Norm Lewis in Dessaro's. Do you remember that show?
Of course
Lynn
I do.
Ahrens.
LaShawne's
Yes.
and Rachel York.
Yes.
Of course.
I was Rachel's mother.
Of course you were.
Of course you were.
Of course you were. That was a beautiful little show.
Wasn't it beautiful?
Yeah, it
I
was.
Agree. I agree.
I follow LaShawne's around everywhere, like literally down streets.
Who doesn't?
You actually, you were on my social feed today.
Really?
Yeah.
Because?
because I know the Danny Burst and Rebecca Luker family.
Yes,
Rebecca Luker came to see
Rebecca
Phantom.
came
There
to
was a
see
photo
the
of you
show last
and
night.
Ali Ewald
Yes.
and Rebecca Luker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rebecca and I just did the Little Dancer Lab together.
Oh,
so,
is Little Dancer still in the works?
Still in the works.
I'm so happy to hear that because I was wondering what was happening with. I know Rebecca did it in D.C.
Yes, in D.C. at the Kennedy Center.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So she came to see the show last night to support.
Another Aaron's Flaherty show.
Yes, exactly.
Speaking of Dessaro's,
Yes.
oh my God, it's all this is what the theater world's like.
Yeah.
Just all one big web. Sheena Easton's somewhere in there.
My baby takes the laundry. Was that her?
Yeah, yes.
So I hope so. Maybe not. That could be embarrassing.
So yes, she came to see the show last night.
Yes, she came and she really enjoyed it. It's so gratifying to have people come back who have been in the show, come back all these years later. It's still so beautiful.
Yeah.
And she loved it.
Well, the show is in amazing shape. I always say this. It's one of the best run things on Broadway. So you're Madame Giry.
Yes.
But you have a history. Was that the voice? You gave me a little.
My old lady voice.
But you are a former Carlotta.
Yes.
Which is interesting. Is that a path a lot of people have taken?
No, Marilyn Caskey did it.
Okay.
She's the only other one.
Okay.
That have had the role on Broadway.
I know there are some Rowells that became Phantoms.
Yeah.
That's another path that happens, right?
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
To go from the diva to that.
And
lady.
vocally, it's pretty far away from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was 13 years from when I did Carlotta to when I did Madame Giry, so I matured.
Right. And how long did you do Carlotta?
I did Carlotta for, I think, 2.5 to 3 years.
Cool.
I think.
Cool. So now the costumes are lighter.
Yes. It's one costume change. It's just one costume, not even a change. And one wig.
Yeah, let's talk about her look. How do you describe the Madame Giry look?
Well, it's
fashionable New York block.
Very
right?
fashionable. It's kind of Angelica Houston meets who's the woman from Rebecca, Mrs. Danvers. Is that her name?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So she's severe. It does a lot of the work for you, actually. The wig and the costume. And the stick. It informs.
And you are very it's a lot in the face, and it's a lot of like.
Yes, I'm probably not the most severe Madame Giry, but I try. But I've
But you don't come out with this hair. It's not that big fun if you got to just really loosen it up.
Exactly. Open the corset. No, can't do that.
But Phantom, and it's like just such a family. First of all, now when you came back. So you were doing an American in Paris.
Yes.
Right? And you've done 7 Broadway shows? Mm-hmm. And Phantom's now your second time at Phantom. Mm-hmm. So you've been around the block.
Yes, baby.
And regional. You've done a lot of big roles regionally and off-Broadway, Dessaro's. But the Phantom, were there people when you came back that you already knew from before?
Well, I started out in the Los Angeles company with Michael Crawford, the opening of Phantom in 1989. And
I forgot he did it in LA. I thought Robert Guillaume did it.
He took over for him.
So Robert Guillaume did it first?
No.
Oh, Robert Guillaume took over Phantom. Yes. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know something about Phantom. I thought I knew it all.
Yep. And so that was exciting to do that with Michael and to just hear all of his opinions about the character and to work with Hal and Ruthie.
Yeah.
And then I got moved to
and you played what there?
I was in the chorus and I was a Carlotta understudy.
Okay.
The innkeeper's wife is who I played. Okay. And then I got moved to Phantom Broadway in 1990.
Okay.
And I met my husband there backstage. He was the original boat driver. They drive the boat with the remote control. He did. What? And it was very sexy, I have to say, because you stand there with these controls in the dark. I mean, come on.
What did that control look like? Like a joystick?
A little bit, yeah. It's like this pack, and he was tall, dark, and handsome, and
So he had to steer the boat?
Yes, that's how the boat works. It's remote control. So another thing you didn't know about Phantom.
Well, I knew there was something going on. So it's not like on a track.
No. No. He's crashed it many times. Almost put Michael Crawford in the pit.
So you were in the Broadway company and you were like, oh my God, the guy steering the boat's hot.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, basically.
So how do you like strike up conversation with the boat steerer?
Well, you know, you're standing backstage. There's a lot of time, you know, before you go on, and you just he told jokes. He was very charming.
And did he like ask you out soon, or
well,
how'd it
he
go?
had a girlfriend, so he didn't really ask me out. But that kind of ended. And we began.
It worked out.
Yep, 25 years later.
Oh my God.
We just celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
And what does he do now?
He is the prop man at Aladdin at the New Am Theater.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
He went from Phantom to Lion King to Mary Poppins to now Aladdin.
Only blockbusters.
Yes, my family only does hits.
That's amazing. I've never heard of a romance with the boat steerer. It's amazing.
There you go. I was there for a couple of years, and then I left for 9 years, and then I came back and played Carlotta for 2.5 years, and now 13 years later, I'm back.
So clearly they like you. Clearly you leave a good reputation.
You know what?
With the
But they're
family.
so wonderful that you are so happy to be back, and
Yeah.
and the show is always in great shape.
All right, there are a lot of questions.
Oh, good.
A lot of questions. Jordan said, Rebecca, Becky with the good hair, smile. The hair's good. David wants to know, who are some of your musical inspirations?
Oh, musical inspirations. Wow. You know, I have a lot. Operatically, I have some, like Beverly Sills, Montserrat Caballé. I love people who sing really well in the theater, like Rebecca Luker, like Judy McLean. I'm inspired, Vicki Clark. I'm inspired by those people, Hunter MacDonald, of course, who is a dear friend of mine. Who take care of themselves and take care of their instrument and really understand the vocal mechanism and still give it their all, you know.
I can picture you and Judy McLean having like a hair off.
We did a show that hair off. We did chess together in Summerstock.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, that was fun.
We love chess. I want to listen to that score right now, actually. You want to sing any of it?
Oh man, isn't that wonderful? You and I. Love
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, isn't that
Is it
great?
called The Mountain Duet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I miss it. Okay, William McIntyre wants to know, what's your dream role?
Oh, my dream role. Well, there is a role that's coming up that I'm going to have the opportunity to play. This is like breaking news. Madame Susatska in Canada.
Yeah.
Yes, I will be able to. I'm standing by for Victoria Clark.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
That's
so
amazing.
It's a behemoth role. It's huge. And
Oh my
that's
God.
my new exciting thing.
And you actually played Margaret in Light in the Piazza, right?
yeah.
A famous Vicki Clark role.
Another Vicki Clark role.
Do you know Vicki?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I stood by for her before, so
So did you do any of the development of that, or?
I didn't. No.
Oh, cool.
I just got it.
So when does that start?
That
Congratulations.
starts- Thank you. The performances don't start until February.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool. Awesome. That's great. How do you say it again? Madame
Susatska.
Susatska.
That's the name of the show.
I remember the Shirley MacLaine movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's called Madame Susatska.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Oh, so they cut Madam.
Yes.
It's just okay, just simpler. Okay, just making sure. This is a weird question. What former role would you like to do again and do differently?
Margaret and Light on the Piazza.
Really?
Yes. I would love to get another crack at that. I
Interesting.
also played Edie in Grey Gardens.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
another great one.
How'd you look in the turban and all that?
You know,
How was your
pretty
little
good.
revolutionary
I loved
dance?
it. I'd love to do both those roles again, actually.
Yeah.
Because they're just so rich and, and when you're in a regional setting, there's not a lot of rehearsal time. So
Right,
I'd love
of
to
course.
get back in there.
Okay. Have you met Andrew Lloyd Webber?
Yes, I met him at the Evita opening.
You were in Evita.
I was in Evita,
Okay.
the revival with Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
I played Evita's mother because I play everyone's mother.
That was a beautiful, beautiful production.
Beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I met him that opening, and I actually thanked him for my life, basically, my career.
Thank you for my life.
Really,
Andrew
I met my
Lloyd
husband on
Webber.
Phantom. My first Broadway or big show was Cats, and then I got to do Evita with Ricky Martin. I mean, come on,
How was Ricky Martin?
divine.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely, lovely man.
With 8 shows a week, do you still take singing lessons?
I don't take lessons, but I do take care of my voice, and I'm very careful about how you should take lessons. I I really should. But I'm just busy, so I haven't. But it's important to keep your instrument in good shape.
Totally. Yeah. Peyton wants to know what's the best advice you've ever been given. People love that question. Do you have any advice?
My advice right now to every young person out there is don't be cynical. It's so easy to do and to go down that road and to think you know it all and to, things aren't good and just, poo-poo everything. It's so not cool. It's just boring, Just be open and kind and don't be cynical.
I like that.
Right?
This is a good question to see. I wasn't going to go there because I'm very obsessed with phantoms. I wasn't going to get too deep, but somebody else did. So I'm just going to read the question. Scott Finkelstein wants to know, did you see Love Never Dies? And if so, what do you think of the continuing adventures of the Jerrys?
I did see it, and I was blown away. It was amazing just to see
because a lot happens, plot-wise.
Christine. I mean, it was amazing. It was, and the one theme that I wanted to come back, Andrew, if you're hearing this, the one theme I wanted to come back was ba 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 ba, and you didn't hear it.
Right.
So that was disappointing. But it's and Raoul drunk at a bar and Meg in a wet t-shirt. I mean, it was like, wow, there's a lot going on there.
Hey, Raoul, move over.
The little boy. I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah, Raoul wasn't a great husband. Turns out.
Bad choice.
The music's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But they're going to do the tour now, so I'm curious to see.
Great.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. So we're actually, like, time flies when you're with someone. Oh, we just shook it up. Thanks. Caitlin just knocked into the camera. So you're in Phantom for like a few more months, I assume. And then where's Susatska? Is it happening in Toronto? In Toronto.
Yes.
Have you worked in Toronto before?
I have not.
No.
It's going to be cold.
So you're going to go like in the winter? Mm-hmm. It's going to be freezing.
I know.
I don't know how good your hair is going to. I don't know if you're going to work out the great hair.
A
lot of hat hair on the way to rehearsal. Everyone needs to see Phantom of the Opera at the Majestic Theater. I need to come see it again. I have to come see your new Christine and your new
They're so
Raoul
wonderful. They're so wonderful. It's so great to have Ali Ewald and Jordan Donica. They're amazing.
Ali Ewald and Jordan Donica.
I know.
He's super tall.
Yes,
that
he
dude's
is
tall.
younger than my son, by the way.
What is your son into?
My son is a digital marketing director at a club in Brooklyn called Output.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, he's cool.
Oh, life seems like it's pretty good.
Life is very good, thank you.
Cool. Well, I'm excited to see you. Maybe I'll get to see you play Susatska.
Yeah.
Am I saying it right?
You're saying it right.
Okay. All right. Susatska.
That's it. Susatska.
Okay.
Susatska.
Oh, see, there's it's a sneak peek of her performance. But right now she's Madame Jerry, not the one with the gun. That stick.
Just a stick.
The stick. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
So nice to chat with you.
Nice to chat.
Everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you on Monday with another Live at 5. Have a good weekend.